2021 Lexus GX 460 SUV. The Lexus GX 460 is a bit of a mixed bag. It's as solid and well built as ever, but parts of it are almost comically old. And while the engine is strong and smooth, the braking is poor. Other luxury SUVs have surpassed the GX 460 in almost every way. The Lexus GX 460 has much going for it but stumbles in key areas. In routine use around town, the GX can feel lethargic owing to its heavy curb weight and an economy-minded throttle pedal and transmission calibration. Emergency braking performance is also disappointing. The stopping distance from 60 miles per hour is last in class at 139 feet. Thankfully, low-speed handling maneuvers are easy due to its tight turning circle and light steering effort. The GX has decent on- and off-road handling, but its steering is lifeless and numb. As for going off-road, the GX 460 has a low-range transfer case and a lockable center differential, and the suspension system, KDSS, automatically generates impressive wheel articulation. But ground clearance isn't great, and the overhangs are low. It will be a good choice for second owners willing to add expedition bumpers and a lift kit. The Lexus GX 460 is supremely quiet, and the ride is generally smooth without being floaty or buoyant. But ripples and patches in the asphalt often create a mild jostling motion that your passengers might find uncomfortable. Also, make sure you test out the seats before you sign on the dotted line. Everyone is different, but our entire staff disliked the seats due to the plank-like seat bottoms in all seating positions. The climate control system's layout is really dated, but to its credit, it works exceptionally well. The front seats are heated and ventilated, and the second row seats are heated. All three rows have air vents, and those in the second row have their own climate controls. The Lexus GX has a dated-looking interior layout, but it functions well. There's generally abundant space, and a good driving position is easy to find. The high seating position gives a commanding view of the road, but it makes the step up a bit higher than in newer SUVs. The available parking assist makes maneuvering this vehicle in tight parking areas a breeze, as do the vehicle's excellent sightlines. The exterior mirrors are appropriately sized and welcome in both on- and off-road situations. The GX's infotainment is a mix of capable and infuriating. While the sound system is strong, the audio screen won't stay put and constantly defaults to a summary screen. The GX also feels like a time capsule, with clunky voice controls, old navigation graphics, and no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto support. That's difficult to accept considering the GX's price. The second and third rows of seats may fold flat into the floor, but cargo capacity isn't class-leading. The load deck of this traditional body-on-frame SUV is somewhat high, so anyone of smaller stature will struggle to load heavier objects. The swing-out rear door blocks curbside access. Maximum towing capability is listed at 6,500 pounds, but the tow hitch and wiring are dealer-installed accessories and not factory-integrated. In this day and age, even larger SUVs can be somewhat fuel-efficient. The GX's rating of 16 mpg combined, 15 city, 19 highway, is not good, and our GX 460 test vehicle hovered around those figures, which makes it pretty terrible. The GX 460 oozes quality in terms of materials and workmanship. But the interior looks the better part of a decade old. While the simplicity and layout might appeal to some buyers, most everyone else will likely be put off by the lack of modernity. It's about as fun to drive as a boxy truck-based SUV can be, which isn't saying much. It's also far more sophisticated and quiet than you'd expect. But it feels a bit straight-laced, stodgy and as old as the hills. Its time has passed. Most SUVs today are designed more for city driving than tackling rocky trails and dirt roads. The 2021 Lexus GX 460 is of a slightly different breed. It's pretty capable of handling those rough and tumble duties thanks to a special suspension system that improves wheel articulation in off-road situations. This, in combination with the 4WD system with low-range gearing, maximizes traction when you need it most. Unfortunately, the GX 460's off-road focus compromises on road comfort. We like the commanding seating position and user-friendly interior, but the ride is stiff on less than perfect pavement. Other downsides include an underpowered and overly thirsty V8 and a lack of cargo room. A few other SUVs, such as the Land Rover Discovery, are better at providing similar capabilities without the loss of utility.